Hey, what's going on? My name is King Safatia Kwame Damu, or you can call me King Damu or King Safatia Kwame Damu, as which most people know me as. Alright? For everybody that is watching this video right now, this video is pertaining to the topic on what I'm talking about. And what I'm going to be talking about today is the upcoming and the rise of a new nation. A new nation, which is a new movement. Okay? And this new movement will take place in the streets. Okay? Because this movement right here is actually for the people in the streets. Okay? Now, don't misunderstand me when I say streets. Okay? Streets is a community. And where what makes the community and the street? Community is actually what it is. But we use it as a slang. And we come out with street. So street and community is the same thing. And this would be a movement within the streets. Okay? This movement will be called Damu Nation. Okay? This movement will have codes, regulations that we need to go by, which is called the code of the streets, which is, in other words, community. And the community that it pertains to is the low-income community where there is a large population of black people, which is our race. We don't care what gender. We don't care what race. If you are surrounded around low-income communities and is being oppressed by the same things that we are being oppressed by high government officials and the enemy itself, then you are too in the same predicament with us. So we won't discriminate. And this right here, the rules, the regulations will form the code of the street. This code of the street will be our small government, which will be established soon. Okay? Now, it's not for me to actually tell you the code of the streets, because everybody don't need to know the code. Only the one that has made the initiation to join the movement. Anybody can join the movement. This is a movement. This is the street code. Okay? In this movement, first off, what we will be doing, which consists on the movement of the work that we have to put in for the movement, to follow the street code. In other words, when you in the streets, you know, you putting that work in, you know what I mean? You doing this, you know, moving that weight. You doing your work to get your stripes. And that's how we're going to do it too. But we're going to do it in a civilized manner. We're not looking out for ourselves and getting rich off of everybody else. We're not doing this and, you know, we telling you this and we telling you that and expect a small fee in the collection plate every Sunday or every Friday or every Saturday or whatever the case may be. This is a movement that is going to be starting and it's going to be established. And the rules and the regulations, we will have structure in our communities. We will have a constitution. We will have an amendment in our streets, which is, in other words, community. Community and streets is the same exact thing, which is low income neighborhoods in which a large mass of black people live in that is being oppressed and afflicted by high government officials and even the low government officials of state-wise. Okay? For the advancement of our movement, of our people, we will teach them proper political knowledge, proper educational knowledge, proper career advancement, proper spiritual enlightenment, proper health advancement, and military education, such as martial arts, heavy artillery, and artillery usage when it is needed to protect yourselves. Okay? We will have our own government. We will have people in seats that is of rank. We will have an army of establishment when it is establishment. Okay? And we will also have a code. And the reason why there is a need for a revision of the movement is because the movement has to be revised. The movement has to be revised. For example, you had the civil rights movement. You had Martin Luther King fighting for our rights. You had Malcolm X fighting for our rights. The rights of people. And all of these people that fought for something, they all had one thing in common: fighting for the civilization and advancement of our people. Marcus Garvey, Gandhi. This was the code of what they went by. Everything they did, everything they said was a movement. And now that they're dead or gone, we are remembering them. There's a difference between remember and remembering. Remember is remember everything that these people who fought for us did. That's remembering. Oh, I remember when Martin Luther King such and such. I remember when Malcolm X did this. I remember when Rosa Parks did this. I remember when Elijah Muhammad did this or Marcus Garvey did this. It's good to remember. But people, we need to shift from those ways of remember and having remembrance and to remembering. Remembering is different. What they did was in the past. But if we remember, it's not going to do any good. We need to start remembering. Because once we put that ing to remembering, then we are taking action for what they set for us. Like the Egyptians. They want us to remember and take on our heritage. Just like they want us to remember that, and they want us to take action in remembering. Remembering is taking action for what they did. And what we have to do is whatever they fought for, whatever they did, which was a movement, we have to also revise the movement. We have to take what they did and keep it strong. This is what they did. This was the movement.